What if I told you that the biggest crypto surprise of 2026 might not come from Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any of the new AI coins dominating headlines, but from Dogecoin, the same meme coin everyone wrote off years ago? Because right now, under the radar, Dogecoin's ecosystem is evolving faster than most people realize. Developers are rolling out major upgrades, institutions are quietly positioning themselves, and some analysts are predicting a comeback that could redefine what we think a meme coin can become. But here's the twist: Dogecoin's next chapter isn't about hype. It's about maturity. For years, Doge was a symbol of internet fun and chaos, but what's happening now feels more like a coordinated evolution. From technical enhancements to new payment partnerships, from blockchain integrations to institutional interest, Dogecoin is no longer just a punchline, it's starting to look like a serious digital asset gearing up for a massive move in 2026. So, in this video, we're going to dig deep. Not just price speculation, but the real fundamentals driving this silent transformation. Because if history repeats itself, and it often does, Dogecoin could be preparing for one of the most surprising comebacks in crypto history. Before we dive in, one thing's clear: every time the world underestimates Dogecoin, it tends to shock everyone. And this time, the setup might be bigger than ever. To understand why Dogecoin might surprise the world in 2026, we have to go back a bit. Dogecoin was born in 2013 as a joke, created by Billy Marcus and Jackson Palmer to mock the seriousness of Bitcoin culture. But what started as satire evolved into a global community unlike anything in crypto. Dogecoin's early years were built on humor, kindness, and generosity, the internet's way of saying money doesn't have to be cold or corporate. Fast forward to 2021. Elon Musk tweets. Memes explode. Dogecoin shoots from fractions of a cent to 73 cents. Millions of people suddenly believe this meme coin could reach $1. The world had never seen anything like it. But like all massive parabolic runs, it cooled down. Speculators left, prices dropped, and critics said Dogecoin's story was over. Yet behind the noise, something else began quietly taking shape. Developers didn't abandon the project. They doubled down. The Dogecoin core team started improving scalability, transaction speed, and network stability. By 2024, the network was already processing payments faster than many other proof-of-work blockchains. Then, in 2025, came one of the biggest upgrades yet, the Cardinals Index node, which gave Dogecoin the ability to handle smart contract-like operations without relying on Ethereum's frameworks. This was huge. It meant Dogecoin was no longer limited to simple transactions, it could now support applications, automation, and even decentralized features built directly on its chain. In parallel, projects like DOGE emerged, giving developers the ability to build dApps, AI-driven tools, and games using Dogecoin's ecosystem. What used to be a meme coin was slowly becoming programmable money. Then came institutional curiosity. ETFs linked to Dogecoin started appearing on the DTCC listing radar. The 21 shares Doge ETF, nicknamed TDOGE, gained momentum in mid-2025 as US investors began showing renewed interest. Around the same time, the House of Doge, a corporate offshoot aligned with the Dogecoin Foundation, revealed its $50 million treasury expansion in partnership with Bragg Holdings, a move intended to push Dogecoin directly onto NASDAQ through a digital media integration. That's not something you do for a joke. That's something you do to go mainstream. Crypto analyst Dima Potts, who correctly predicted Dogecoin's 2021 rally, recently shared an updated forecast. According to his technical models, every time Dogecoin has consolidated near a multi-year trendline, it's followed by exponential growth. His conservative projection? A 25x to 35x rally between 2025 and late 2026, potentially placing Doge somewhere between $5 and $9 per coin if momentum holds. But what's fueling that optimism? For one, the community remains unmatched. Dogecoin's user base is larger and more active than most altcoins with billion-dollar market caps. It's used for tipping, small payments, and online transactions daily. Platforms like MyDoge Wallet and Dogecoin Pay have expanded merchant adoption to thousands of online stores, especially in Asia and South America. Secondly, the technology is aligning with the times. Dogecoin's new features include Trusted Execution Environment (TE) integration, essentially a built-in hardware layer for security and anti-malware protection. That means safer transactions, even for everyday users who aren't blockchain experts. And then there's the macro factor. As AI, automation, and decentralized applications continue to reshape the internet, simple and reliable blockchains with strong communities could become more valuable than complex networks with constant forks and downtime. Dogecoin's simplicity, once mocked, is now becoming a strength. It's stable, proven, and easy to integrate into systems that just need a fast, cheap way to move money globally. Even Elon Musk seems to see where this is going. He's quietly revived his interest in Dogecoin's long-term potential, referencing it again in discussions about decentralized finance and energy efficiency. And while Musk's words alone can't determine Dogecoin's future, his influence consistently reawakens the public's attention, and this time, Dogecoin actually has the fundamentals to back up the hype. Financial strategist Laura Jensen, a blockchain economist, points out that Dogecoin's upcoming listing connections through NASDAQ-linked entities could bridge the gap between internet culture and institutional capital. In her view, that's where the real surprise lies. Dogecoin isn't trying to compete with Bitcoin or Ethereum, it's carving out its own identity as the bridge between retail culture, mainstream media, and corporate finance. Now, let's talk numbers. Dogecoin currently trades well below its all-time high, hovering around the mid-20-cent range as of late 2025. For it to reach $5 or beyond, it would require a market cap expansion similar to what Bitcoin achieved during its early cycles. Sounds ambitious, but not impossible. Historically, Dogecoin's biggest rallies came after long consolidation phases exactly like the one we're in now. Each time people lost interest, the coin built stronger infrastructure quietly, then surged when sentiment flipped. Add to that the ETF momentum, the treasury expansion, and the possible NASDAQ exposure, and Dogecoin might be entering its most strategically positioned phase ever. The market loves underdogs, and Dogecoin is literally built on that identity. So what does all this mean for 2026? It means Dogecoin could surprise everyone again, but this time, not through random hype or tweets. This time, it's the fundamentals. The network is faster, more secure, and more scalable than it's ever been. It has developer traction, real-world adoption, and institutional curiosity. The joke coin that started as internet fun is now positioning itself as a gateway between traditional finance and digital culture. And that might be the smartest move of all. Because while other projects fight to out-tech each other, Dogecoin's biggest strength remains its brand, its simplicity, and its massive, loyal community. It's not trying to replace Bitcoin. It's not competing to be the next Ethereum. It's just being Dogecoin, and that's exactly why it keeps surviving market cycles when countless other tokens vanish. Elon Musk once said, "Fate loves irony." And maybe that's the best way to sum this up. The coin that was created as a parody could end up leading the next phase of mainstream crypto adoption. A coin powered by humor, now backed by institutional structure. A meme that became movement, and now, a legitimate asset class in its own right. Experts like Dima Potts and Laura Jensen believe the 2026 cycle could redefine Dogecoin's entire perception in the global market. Whether it hits $5 or even $10 isn't just about price, it's about validation. It's about proving that the crypto space isn't only for the serious and the technical, but also for the creative, the community-driven, and the believers who never stop seeing potential where others saw a joke. And that's why Dogecoin might just surprise everyone. Because this time, it's not riding on hype. It's powered by progress. So as we head into 2026, the question isn't whether Dogecoin can become the next big mover, the question is, are you ready for it when it does? If you found this analysis valuable, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and drop a comment below with your own 2026 Dogecoin prediction. Do you think Doge will finally break its old limits? Or is the world still underestimating what this community can do next? Stay tuned, because this story is far from over. The next chapter of Dogecoin is being written right now, and once again, it might be the underdog that steals the spotlight.